Today, I'm in Baxter, visiting Adam and Chris from Schreurs Sons. These guys grow amazing leeks and celery, and they grow amazing amounts of it. We're going to catch up with them, have a chat, and learn all about growing these beautiful vegetables.
So this being a family business, I've grown up on the farm.
Yep.
From a young kid. I started out here in my school holidays during school, and did a farm trades apprenticeship as I got a bit older, and basically grew into it, managing farms for the family. Then eventually buying the business out with my cousin Chris.
How great. Inherited a green thumb. Or
Yes.
born with a green thumb.
Yeah, born with a green thumb, I suppose, and watched all my grandfather and uncles and my whole family. We're really passionate about it, and we love it, and we love growing quality produce.
So with growing so many vegetables, what are the key things you need to make sure are in place for all those crops to sort of grow to harvest size?
For us, it's all about healthy soil. You
Yep.
can grow anything if the soil's healthy, so it's about keeping it healthy for the long term, and everyone talks about sustainability, and that's one of the main things. It's, you know, we measure our microbiology in the soil, we grow cover crops to increase that, help the microbiology convert the fertiliser to food for the plants, brings in disease resistance. It's just, with climate change and things like that these days, it's just to have a healthy soil, it just makes it more resilient.
Sustainability's become a real focus for you guys as this company grows and innovates.
It has, particularly our new property where we're moving to with growing native trees and bushland. We're big into biodiversity and having our good insects control our bad insect populations, just a balance overall for the crops so they're resilient.
And you can grow vegetables there for years and years to come.
We can, you know, we'd like to think in 100 years we can leave our properties to our children in better condition than we found them. With all the extra we have to spend to initially set up our blocks, and you know, we don't have the capital up front a lot of the time, so to have a good banking partner there like Rabo, it just helps us get things going quicker than we otherwise would be able to.
Today we're on Schreurs Sons farm. I've got Adam here, and he is the man behind growing some of the most amazing leeks and celery in Australia, I reckon. And today we're going to cook up those leeks, Adam. What do you reckon?
Sounds great to me.
One of my favourite vegetables, a little bit underrated.
Definitely. Much better than an onion.
I like that. I love that. Much better than an onion. What I love about it is this dish, I'm going to get you guys to burn the leeks. Sounds mad. You know what I'm going to do, don't you?
I'd certainly do.
We're going to burn them and char them to turn this beautiful, nice, juicy vegetable into a really sweet and tender vegetable that'll go perfectly with a bit of steak. So I've actually prepped up the leeks already. We've got them on the barbecue. You can see them there. This is one of the only times I'm going to tell you to burn your food, because what we've got is really charred, caramelised outside, and then on the inside a really sweet and delicious leek. They're actually ready to go, Adam. So do you want to pull them off, chuck them onto the board? And I'm going to serve these soured with a steak. So essentially we're going to really lightly pickle them. It'll go perfectly with a nicely grilled bit of steak. Perfect. To pickle these guys, we just need to warm up a little bit of vinegar. So I'll go into a pan with a bit of vinegar. Apple cider works really well because it's got a really nice sweetness to it. And then some sugar. And do you want to add in a pinch of salt to that? And all we're going to do with that is just let it warm up until the sugar melts. So it'll only take a minute. Super simple, soured leeks with a little bit of Scotch fillet. What do you reckon?
I'll be doing that at home.
Ha, if Adam says that, then you have to do it at home as well. So we've done all the hard work of charring these leeks. Now what we need to do is just take off that outside charred layer. So I just score it and kind of just peel it open, and then you have a look inside and you've got a beautifully tender leek. Now you can let them cool down a bit more, but I want to jump in here quickly and just peel off any charred bits. Just like so. You can even use the tip of your knife just to flick bits off. And then you've got a beautifully charred leek here. So I'm going to quickly peel all of these guys off. How else do you like to serve your leeks?
Look, I like them like this also. Yep. We throw them straight in the fire when we go camping.
I love that.
Charcoal them and peel them open the same. But,
sensational.
But the favourite's probably just on a sausage in bread, as you would onion.
How good's that?
Cut them up.
Straight swap for an onion?
Yeah, straight on.
A little bit sweeter than onion, I reckon. So you get that nice sweetness.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
That's beautiful. I think it's an underrated vegetable that people don't use as much as I reckon they should. I'm sure as much as you want them to.
No, definitely.
But I like that attitude. You can kind of replace an onion. It's a great way of looking at it. All we're going to do here now is just cut our leeks open so we can get lots of that sour pickling liquid into them. So I'll quickly peel these because that's almost ready. Yep. And how do you feel about steak with leek?
Love it.
Yeah, so do I.
Do it often.
It's a great combination. Yep. Leek has that nice sweetness that goes really well with red meat. So we're going to cook some beautiful grazed beef here. So I've got the grazed beef, which is 100% grass-fed beef. Yep. See that lovely yellow colour to the fat and that nice marbling. I might get you to season that up now. Do you want to just give that a really nice, generous season with some sea salt?
Yep.
I always season more than you think you need, and I'll finish this last leek off. So see that? I would go double the amount.
Double.
Yeah. You're going to call me crazy, but I promise you most will fall off onto the grill. And then we'll give that a little drizzle of our extra virgin olive oil as well, just to stop them sticking. And this, I just do enough just to coat it, just a little bit. And we've got a really hot grill, so I'll turn our grill up nice and hot. And I reckon that liquid should be about ready. So we'll just slice these leeks up and we're gonna pour this liquid straight over the top. Pour it over. Lovely. And that's just gonna spend a couple of minutes while we cook this steak, souring and pickling to add that nice little bit of tartness to those lovely sweet leeks. So we'll just do a little drizzle of our extra virgin olive oil just to dress those leeks. So they're now done. They're ready for serving. Adam, time for the steak. So, season side down, hottest part of the grill, which I reckon is sort of above that little ring in the centre.
Yep.
And I don't know about you, but when I cook steak, I don't touch it once it's on there. I just let it, one turn, let it caramelise, let the barbecue do its thing. Yep. How about you? You happy with that? Same technique?
That's why I asked that earlier.
I love it. Yep. I love it. Quick pinch of salt on top. I'll get that bit of charred leek off the top. This leek looks absolutely beautiful. It was in the ground not long ago. Yep. How do customers at the supermarket tell if their leek's a good, nice leek to buy?
Basically, you want a good, firm stalk that's not too spongy. And always have a look at the top that you haven't got a big seed stalk coming out, particularly in springtime.
Sort of
hard, woody stalk in it, which is not very nice. So, sort of for the next 3 months, you've got to look out for that.
I love it. These guys are perfect anytime you want to use onion.
All the time.
Swap it for onion. Now, we're going to let that cook away. We're going to probably cook it for about 1.5 minutes each side, maybe 2 minutes, just till it's cooked to our liking, and then take it out. And the most important thing when cooking steak like this is resting it. I rest the steak for about half the time I cook it for, and that makes sure you get really nice, tender steak to go with these beautiful leeks. So what we'll do is we'll cook this, we'll give it a rest, and we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to plate up this beautiful little steak dinner. Adam, our steaks have been resting for a couple of minutes. Those leeks have been soaking up that beautiful vinaigrette we've made for it. Now's the moment of truth. We're going to plate the dish up and we get to eat some steak and leek. So, I'm going to pick this one. You've cooked it perfectly. Just nice slices of our steak. I think it's a good sharing dish. You know, you maybe get 2 people per steak. I think it's a perfect pairing for your wonderful leeks. And have a look at these guys, like really soft, tender, going to be super sweet. I'm just going to lie a couple of them across the plate like so. Little pinch of salt across everything to finish it off. And then hot English mustard, you're a fan?
Love it.
Oh, I love it, sorry. So, if you don't like hot English, you can use Dijon or some grain mustard, but for me, steak needs something nice and hot to go with it. And just a little spoon on the side. But I reckon that is the perfect way to show off a beautiful bit of leek with a nice bit of meat. Super simple, soured leeks with a little bit of Scotch fillet. What do you reckon?
I'll be doing that at home.
If Adam says that, then you have to do it at home as well. Thank you so much for having us on the farm today. I've had a blast. We're going to tuck into this.
Thanks, Michael.
For these recipes and loads of others, check out farmtofork.com.au. Follow us on social media and we'll see you guys very soon.